What's up, witches?
What's up, witches? I'm Linda,
And I'm John.
and this is Getting Witchy. And today we are going to be doing a money bowl spell. Yes, we've already done one.
We're doing a revisited
Yes,
money bell, money bowl.
bowl. But also, we are going to later in the episode give an update on that the sprout spell we did in the last episode.
Yeah, mine's struggling. Hers is just fucking blossoming. I'm surprised it hasn't given flowers yet. Seriously, when you see the two, you'll understand. Anyway,
Money bowl
so
revisited.
the money bowl revisited.
Now, the money bowl can be used to attract money, riches, treasure,
Hence the
wealth.
name, the money bowl, but it's really like an abundance bowl.
Yes.
Or a success bowl.
Yes, because you can also put in herbs to attain success, to obtain employment if you don't currently have it, or maintain it if you think you're about to lose it.
Right. But I mean, you can do other things with it.
Yeah, it's not just about like money. It's about like abundance and prosperity as a whole.
Right.
So yeah, let's get started.
All right.
You go first. I like it when you go first.
So to obtain or maintain employment, a very popular, well, it's not an herb. It's actually
it's a tree.
It's a nut.
It's the nut from a tree.
It's the nut, pecan. And now pecans are more readily accessible.
Yes, than the other two.
But the others were what again?
Devil's shoestring,
which I've heard of, but really have no clue of anything about it.
And I'm sure if you watch Supernatural, you've heard of it too. The other one was called Lucky Hand, and I've never heard of that.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, no, I have no idea what that is.
Except maybe in Fallout. But I mean, in Fallout New Vegas, they went to the Lucky 13. That was the main. Never mind. Okay. I'm nerding out because I'm a nerd. Anyway, so those would be the three main. Now, if you don't have one of those other two, then obviously the optimal option would be pecans.
Which pecan can also be used to obtain money, riches, treasure, and wealth. So it's not just about obtaining or maintaining employment. You can also use it for, like a general money spell, or all around abundance.
Right. Which again, like we've mentioned in multiple other videos, our resources are not necessarily, you may have seen them and you may have gotten information from other resources. So many of the herbs that we mentioned for money, riches, and wealth can be used for other things too that we don't mention.
And you don't have to have the plant material itself. If you have, like with certain plants, they also have an essential oil. You can use the essential oil if you don't have the herb on hand, but you have the oil.
So now we haven't mentioned this yet, but we're going to be doing it. You know how we love combining, I love combining things. So we are doing candle magic.
Yes.
With the money bowl.
Yes. Because that's part of the money bowl. So,
well, I mean,
every money bowl I've seen has the candle in the middle.
Yeah. That's cool. I can't say the same, but anyway.
We might want to turn the fan off though, because that'll affect the flame.
Yes, it will. We'll take care of that in a moment.
Okay.
But so here's the question I was leading up to with that revelation that we're doing candle magic too.
Okay.
With the essential oils, do we drip them around on the herbs after we've dropped everything in? or on the candle as it's burning or before we light it? Or a combination of the two?
I like to do a combination of the two.
Okay.
Like
So that
some-
just means less drips. Shut up. Shush. Sorry, there we go. Yes, so moving on. Okay, I was just curious about that. So how shall we begin?
So we do, we do have some pecans that we actually got from a jar that I got from my mother's house. And I'm pretty sure the stuff that was in it, she got from like Hobby Lobby or something, but
Right.
we know these are pecans. We know it.
Yes.
Yeah, mom was doing witchcraft and she either didn't know it or just didn't care. Well, don't you want to put them in?
I'm not even gonna say what I was thinking. Candle there.
Yeah. Now for the candle, you can either use green, which is generally used for
And it
money.
doesn't have to be like a bright, rich grass green, like
No,
a
any color green.
lawn green.
Or you can use gold or silver because in many places, gold and silver were once used for money. I would think you could probably even use a copper one if you have one, but
Yeah,
um,
yeah, because copper was the original,
currency.
one of the original currencies besides, bartering.
Right. So
So this woman has laid out, I wish you guys could see, I wish I could take a picture up to where you could see, she has an entire herbal delight kitchen splayed out on the floor. Ready for the money bowl. And so you said when I went before we started recording and I looked this, I was like, holy shit. And you're like, well, we don't have to use them all.
Right.
It just depends on what we're trying to do. So explain, por favor.
okay, so
Like,
now
so
we have
no, how about this? How about this?
jasmine.
Oh, you just looked at it and knew what it was?
That one, yes.
Yeah. So what is jasmine good for?
Jasmine is good for obtaining money, riches, treasure, and wealth. So like basically just all around abundance, but it's also a very, very happy herb.
A very, very happy herb?
It's yes. If you've ever smelled jasmine, you've smelled jasmine.
Well, I mean, I'm sure.
I mean, does it not make you happy when you smell
it? Yeah.
Because to me,
so what if you smoke it? I'm sorry. That would I'm not gonna do that. It was a crazy ass question that just flashed upon. Sorry. Next.
No, that's okay. But I mean, yeah, to me, jasmine is a very happy
okay
herb.
This one.
Elderberries.
And what is elderberry good for?
Well, much the same as with jasmine. I mean, it's
yeah, but that's a more internal.
But
because it can be used internally.
Yes, it can, but for healing or like stimulating your immune system. In terms of the spell though, and here's the thing, none of my sources had indicated whether or not it was the flower or the berries. I happen to have both. So we can do a little bit of both if we want. Sassafras?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I was guessing.
And what is sassafras good for?
Obtaining wealth.
Okay. Anyway, so I mean, these basically all are, I mean, this is dandelion, and that's good for
Dandelion.
dandelion.
It's good to manifest wishes.
What was that?
What? Because when the dandelion, you blow on it to make a wish.
Oh, yeah.
When it's in its puffy state, not when it's a
And what
flower.
was it good for?
To manifest wishes.
Hence the, yes.
Ginger root.
I didn't even. Yep.
But we
Ginger
also
root.
happen to have
And what is ginger root good for?
powdered ginger. It's good for attaining success as well as money and wealth. But we have the powder, we have the root, but we also have powdered ginger if we would prefer to use the powder.
Okay. So what are we gonna do here? We've got the pecans, we
Yes.
have the gold candle,
Yes,
we have all our
our coins and our
silver and
silver
gold
staff.
and stones.
So,
So
and
what herbs are we gonna be using?
well, and
What is,
catnip
and that's
to promote happiness.
no wonder they love it so much. She's sniffing around. All right,
She's like,
so
somebody said catnip.
right, so what are we gonna start with?
Well,
Do we wanna do the oil, light the candle, do the herbs, then do the oil and light the candle?
so I think we should probably do the herbs and like fill it first and then light the candle. Okay.
I'm cool with
Right.
that. So we definitely want some catnip.
Yes, we want some catnip.
She's like, what? She's looking at me like, what are you doing?
You want some catnip, baby girl?
Oh,
She's like, don't watch me.
do we want sassafras?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Ooh. Another herb that you can use to promote happiness as well as obtain money and wealth is marjoram. So I'm going to add a little bit of that. Now, I know I have lavender around here somewhere, but I can't find it. So
Where is cinnamon? Cinnamon. Oh,
instead
cinnamon.
of using the actual flower, I'm just going to put in a couple drops of essential oil, which lavender is also used for promoting happiness.
She's like, don't watch me.
So I think I'll just put a drop on each one of the pecans. There we go. Now for cinnamon, you can use either the stick or you can use powdered. And cinnamon is used to obtain money and riches, but also to attain success.
Right. Well, you also are supposed, was it the beginning of each month or
Yes,
the new moon?
No, the first day of the month.
The first day of the month.
You blow it into your front door or whatever
Right.
door is most used.
A handful
in your
or
home.
not a handful, but
just a little bit on your palm
and blow it into the entryway.
Yes.
Standing from the outside.
Yes.
So prosperity comes to the household.
Yes. And you want to make sure you use whatever door is most used in your home. It might not necessarily be the front door.
Dillweed?
Yeah.
Dillweed. I mean, I love dillweed.
Treasure and wealth.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Another one that is used to manifest wishes.
I'm just grabbing shit.
Is sunflower.
That looks like weed.
That's comfrey leaf. Now, we happen to
Oh, it clumps
grow.
up, that's why.
Yeah, it clumps up.
No, we do not grow weed.
No, we do not grow, no, we grew sunflowers this year. And we were,
I mean, come on, that looks like a glorious
oh,
bud.
dude, you should see Colt's foot. It clumps up even more than that. We grew some sunflowers this year, and
One of them got pollinated, so we
Yeah.
had seeds.
yes, we had seeds. So these seeds that we're gonna add in are actually from the sunflower that we grew. Did you want to add your 3?
Oh, okay. Jesus, she's going to town over there on that paper.
Apparently,
She
it doesn't
has her
pay
own
for it.
little paper like nest
Yeah,
that
she's
she
like a
claws
gerbil.
up. Yeah, she's a furry. Well, gerbils are furry too. Anyway, big gerbil. Oh,
Rosemary.
rosemary. And what is that good for again?
Well, rosemary can be used for pretty much anything, but why not just flip it open? Oh, because it's a grinder.
Well, I just,
Oh.
yeah, anyway. And you were just like, flip it open. And yeah,
Rosemary is an all-around herb. It can be used in place of any other herb, but as a green, earthy herb, it's also good for attracting wealth and
right. And then
success.
citrine. Beautiful piece of citrine, actually, which is what was known as the merchant stone.
Yes.
And then we have jade. You wanna?
Okay. Pyrite, also known as fool's gold, does attract money.
And we have the
Gold flake.
it's gold flake. It's the tourist stuff, but it's still gold flake. We've all owned one. I
Mhm.
have. I've owned several.
Yeah.
I broke one open just to try to get the gold actually like just
Mhm.
melted on my hands. Then copper, what currency was first recognized as?
Right. We have some tiger's eye, which is not only good for attracting treasure, but also boosting courage to go after what you want and open up opportunities.
That's not tiger.
Yes, it is.
That's tiger's eye.
Yeah. These are both tiger's eye.
This is raw ruby. Ruby. And good for, I mean, obviously wealth and prosperity,
Yeah.
but I'm drawing a blank.
So am I, and it wasn't in the notes.
My bad.
So we have a piece of emerald here, which I know it doesn't look much like emerald, but if it were to get polished up, a lot more
Or
than
you
it
had a
is.
light behind it, like they have the super high beam lights,
Right.
like the 700 whatever M's to shine through. And then we have gold flake, more citrine.
Right. Green
This is
aventurine,
that's aventurine.
I believe. Oh, wait, no, that is,
That looks like the freaking gear shifter that I have.
that looks like Amazonite.
Doesn't that look like the gear shifter?
That you have.
Sorry,
some more.
guys.
Yes, actually it does. Kind of, but isn't your shifter jade?
Well,
Yeah, it does look like
that's
that.
pretty close. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm
We're
trying to scroll
gonna
down.
we're gonna come back to that later. I have a gear shifter that was gifted to me by my stepdad, and no one knows what type of stone it is. And we've been trying, and it's almost a perfect match to that. Anyway, we're going to put that there, and then tourmaline. Now, most people would think, well, tourmaline isn't really a abundance type of power or energy, but it's all about protection. So protecting yourself while you're striving towards attaining whatever it is that you're trying to make successful,
right?
You would need protection. So
we have clear quartz, which amplifies
all the others.
Everything else.
And what was this one again?
Malachite.
And that's good for?
Well, if you scroll down, I'll be able to see. So malachite attracts wealth, good fortune, prosperity, and abundance.
Gotcha. And what's this one again?
That is green calcite.
Of course, green means abundance.
Right. This one is chrysoprase, which summons prosperity and attracts money.
I think that's more jade.
That's more jade.
And jade, of course.
Right. And then hematite.
Right.
Which is another protective.
But also a magnet.
Yes.
So it's attracting. And then we have some pieces of gold. And silver.
This is a pendant that my parents got me. It's gold with little cubic zirconias and what looks like is supposed to be a ruby. But it says I love you, and I always put it in the bowl to basically petition them for help.
And what's this one?
That's a gold bracelet that one of my sisters gave me.
Looks like a baby bracelet.
No, it's just at the time I had very, very thin wrists. Because you gotta remember, okay, babe, up until the time I was 16, I was the size of a 9-year-old. Yeah. I was very tiny.
So, excuse me, guys. I have been picking through there are crystals of all shapes and sizes, tiny ones too. And just because they're tiny doesn't mean they don't have the same power that a $50 size crystal would have. So there is a couple pieces of tiger eye, a couple pieces of very dark, rich green aventurine, maybe a moonstone, which is also really good. And then a light aventurine. That we're gonna put in there.
Oh, now other things that you can add, which may not necessarily be related to attracting wealth, but would be appropriate for maintaining or protecting what you currently have while you are on your mission to obtain new wealth, would be things like cascarilla powder, which is basically just powdered eggshell. Eggshell, if you think about it, protects the chick inside, and come on, just a little bit. There we go. But eggs are also a form of abundance because,
yes. Well, I mean, Easter.
Well, yeah, that too.
Not to call out another religion on some crazy ass pagan ritual that they do every year. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? What's that?
whiskers.
Okay,
Did you wanna?
no,
No?
you go ahead.
Okay. Other things you can do are things like if you have a cat in your home, you know, they're leaving their whiskers and their claw sheets all over the place. As long as they are naturally shed, they can be used. We don't want to hurt our animal friends. So,
And you can even, like for protection jars, like, that you would carry around.
mhm,
If the whisker is like yay long, but the jar is only yay big, you can cut the whisker and it's not go, and you still have that
yeah,
other piece of whisker that can be used for another jar.
right. It's not going to affect the
Right.
amount of the magic in it, but we've got
Or the
uh
protection in it.
cat whisker there. Now, cat whiskers and the cat claw sheaths can be used for luck.
Most
Maintaining
often for protection.
balance, but most often for protection. And we
When do
find
we want to light the candle?
as soon as I add these. Here we go. And while you do that, I will turn off the fan
Mm.
so that it doesn't affect the flame. You can also add things into your money bowl, like a petition, which if you don't know what that is, it's basically just you writing down what it is you're looking for.
What it is you want, right?
And adding it to the bowl. Once the candle burns down, we tend to add things like we do play the lottery and we will add our lotto tickets to it for a little bit of added luck.
And we also have, well, we had our own silver coins and then we have acquired lots more.
Yes.
Silver quarters mostly. Well, silver quarters and silver dimes mostly. But so what we'll do is we'll have these sitting off to the side along with some dollar coins and such, but
right, wheat pennies.
yeah, and wheat pennies. And then there's also like this chunk of copper, which should probably already be in there because but yeah, we will add these to the money bowl and every once in a while we'll just drop a couple in, and when the bowl to add to it is empty, that's when we need to redo the money bowl.
Now,
but you can do it however you want,
right.
obviously. It's your
Now,
money bowl.
the best day of the week to do a money bowl would be on a Thursday.
And we meant to do it last Thursday, which was also what, August 8th or whatever it was. What was
Oh, it
going
was the
on?
Lionsgate.
The Lionsgate. Like it was the Lionsgate and it was
Did it-
Thursday.
Well, yes, and then the full moon was the next day.
Right. So yeah, so we meant to do it then and then that didn't happen. But anyway, so this is gonna burn for, well, by the looks out of it, maybe only about 15-20 minutes, but we're not gonna,
we're not gonna make you watch it burn.
yeah, no. We've got our feeding.
We've got the feeder bowl.
So we wish you well.
Oh, well, we wanted to show them the sprouts too, right?
Oh, yes, mine's not doing so good.
So with the sprout spell that we did during the last episode, with ours, became apparent that there was probably something we forgot to mention, you might want to take into account the germination time for the seeds you're using. Because some seeds will germinate within 7 to 14 days, and some will germinate within 10 to 21.
But mine germinated and yeah,
Yeah, it struggled.
it didn't survive. I'm gonna have to
No.
redo mine.
I think it's still there. It struggled. We might need to help it a little bit.
Okay.
Give it some love.
Well, I've been giving.
I know you've been giving it some love. I've been
Maybe
giving it.
more.
I've
I
been
need
giving
to
it
maybe
love
give it
too.
more, but yeah, he's not doing so well. Hers, on the other hand, is fucking flying high like a champ. Good on you, baby girl. Anyway, we love you guys.
We love you, witches. And we look forward to doing more episodes for you. We do have some tarot episodes coming up. We've got some astrology episodes coming up.
We have a few things coming up.
Yeah, we've got a lot of things coming up. They are very research intensive though. So if you don't hear from us for a while.
And maybe even drunken Legos. We got another Lego set. We got the bonsai tree, and I started working on it when she had went to sleep. I think I was off the next day, or I don't know. I was being irresponsible. And was still up and putting the Lego together. And then was it last night or the night before? We may have had a couple of adult beverages, and we started working on a Lego. And we thought that would be freaking hilarious to do like drunken Legos, kind of like Drunken History, the TV show. I love that show. That freaking show was hilarious. But anyway, yeah.
Anyway, keep an eye out for our upcoming episodes.
And maybe Drunken Legos.
Maybe drunken Legos.
After the bonsai. She didn't want to start doing it now because we had already started the bonsai tree. Were those not your exact words?
I'm pretty sure those were my exact words.
So we have a couple other sets that we can do that with. Anyway, peace out, witches. Thanks for watching.